If we do not have a graph, but instead we have two coordinates, we have coordinate number 1 and we have coordinate number 2, okay? We know that our slope is rise over run. But you're telling me that if we cannot count rise and run, then we need to subtract the y's, subtract the x's, okay? So what we're going to do for our rise is we're going to take our second y coordinate and subtract our first y coordinate. That's going to give us our rise, okay? For our run, we're going to take the second x coordinate minus the first x coordinate. Did you have a question, or are you talking to yourself? Okay, so we have done the distance formula where we've had to grab x1s and y1s and x2s and y2s, okay? This is actually much simpler than that because we don't have to worry about squares and square roots and that whole big business. So, if you can use this formula and you can subtract numbers correctly, you're gonna be fine. I will give this to you, okay? You don't even have to memorize it. But we do need to be able to subtract numbers. Sometimes our numbers are gonna be positive. Sometimes our numbers are going to be negative. So if you could, please, if you need a calculator, go get one right now, please.
What number are you?
Yeah, send it back. All right. So this is what you're going to do. Odd number 1, could you write x, y, x, y underneath our coordinates? Then I want you to write little 1s by the first xy and little 2s by the second xy. We have our first xy coordinate. We have our second xy coordinate. Okay. So looking at our formula up here, we are just going to figure out what goes here, 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 and here. Okay. Okay. So, what do we put here? What does this say? This says y2. What's y2? Okay. y2 is 12. So we're going to put a 12 right here. Okay. Then, right here in this pink cloud, what do we need? We need y1, which is 8. Okay, what goes in the blue cloud? What? 3, because we're talking about x2, we're talking about the second x, minus the first x, negative 13. Okay? What's 12 minus 8?
4.
So we have 4 over, and here's where I need you to be careful. Don't get too overconfident, okay? What is 3 minus negative 13? 16. Remember, subtracting means adding the opposite, okay? Now, if you give me the answer of 4 over 16, I'm going to be halfway happy. We need to simplify. What number can divide into both 4 and 16? 2, yes, but we'll have to do more work. Let's do 4. Okay, so we have a slope of 1/4. That's it. Okay. In number 2, could you write xy, xy, cute little 1s by the first xy, cute little 2s by the second xy? Okay. And what I want you to do, please do not solve it, but what I would like you to do, I would like you to figure out what number goes in this box. What number goes in this box? What number goes here? And what number goes here? Okay, so I want you to figure out which number goes where. Don't solve it out yet. Hey, thanks. It wasn't a piece of gum. It's making a mess. It's fine. All right. Landon S., what number goes here? What goes in the purple box? I'm hearing these fellas say 16.
Oh, yeah, we do Y first.
We do Y first, okay? Olivia, what goes in the orange box? So we have 16 minus negative 12 for our rise. Are we okay with that? Okay. What is 16 minus negative 12?
28.
Because we have to add the opposite. Either use your brain or use your calculator. There is no shame in using your calculator. Okay? All right. Landon B., what goes in the green box? What number? 5. We got to do the second X minus, everybody, what goes in the red box? 19. And everybody, I think I heard 2 voices. Thank you, Landon B., for being everybody right there. Okay, 5 minus 19 gives us negative 14. So we have 28 divided by negative 14. Hey, I think 28 is divisible by 14. So what is 28 divided by negative 14? Negative 2. Without graphing these coordinates, what does the line look like? Not this way. Is it going to go up or is it going to go down? Down, because we have negative slope. This line is going to fall because we have negative slope. All right, this is what I want you to do. I want you to find me the slope for number 3, all by yourself. Maybe with the help of your elbow partner. Always simplify. Anybody willing to share their answer? No? Did anybody get negative 6 over 5?
Yeah. But you said simplify.
You cannot simplify that.
Can't simplify it.
Yeah.
She said always.
So this,
Unless you can.
if it's simplifiable, simplify it. Okay? So no, probably not. In the numerator, do you have 3 minus 9?
Yes.
Because that's x2, y2 minus y1. In the denominator, do you have negative 10 minus negative 15? Because that is x2 minus x1. Don't forget, minus a negative means add the opposite. Okay, now let's keep practicing here. However, top of page 9, I want you to look at number 11. Do you notice anything?
There's 3 negatives.
Okay, Charmony does not like the fact that there's 3 negatives. What else do you notice? Where is Olivia coming up with 0?
Oh. Negative 4 minus 4. Negative 4 minus negative 4.
Okay, so Olivia noticed that our y values are the same. Okay? So if I say, okay, here's my first xy and here's my second xy, then when we use the slope formula, we would have negative 4 minus negative 4 for our y2 minus y1. What would be our denominator? What do I put here? 1 minus negative 5. Okay? So, Olivia noticed that, oh, hey, negative 4 minus negative 4 is 0, and 1 minus negative 5 is 6. What is 0 divided by 6? This line has a slope of 0. With your arm, what does that look like? Slope of 0. Slope of 0. Okay, we have a horizontal line. Okay, that's what we're working with here. Now, watch what happens in number 12. Watch what happens in number 12. If I label
0.
hold on. Hold on. If I set up number 12, my y2 is negative 2 and y1 is 3. So I have negative 2 minus 3 for my rise. What's my x2? 7. What's my x1? Would you just do something for me? Would you take 5 divided by 0 in your calculator and tell me what pops up in the left corner of your screen?
Error.
Yes. Put it past to the nurse. Oh, is there like a little E in the corner? Little E in the corner, E for error. We can't divide by 0. That's not a thing. What's our answer? Undefined. Good. If we have a 0 in our denominator, that means our slope is undefined. End of story. Yes.
If you simplify like to the lowest, you can simplify, but you get like the whole problem right, or you get like.
You'll get like partial credit.
Okay.
Okay, so Kaylee asked a good question. Let's say up here you left it as 4 over 16, or you accidentally just like simplified it to 2 over 8. If you have an answer that's correct but not simplified, you will get like half the points. Okay? I will tell you that will happen right here too. If you leave it as 0 over 6, that's not good enough. You have to tell me that that means 0. You cannot leave it as negative 5 over 0. That's not good enough. You have to tell me that that means undefined. Okay? All right. So this is what I'm going to have you do.